Hello, it's Kristen Seamus from the Detroit Free Press, reporting live from Portage, Michigan, outside the Pfizer manufacturing plant where the COVID-19 vaccine was manufactured and packaged and is now about to be distributed to hospitals and health departments across the nation. It'll begin the biggest mass vaccination campaign in U.S. history. This FedEx truck here just pulled out from the loading dock area and appears about ready to leave. We've been told that the FedEx truck is going to Grand Rapids, to the airport there, where the vaccines will be shipped across the country. You can see here, inside the loading dock, two trucks are still parked. One is a UPS truck, and the other is a Boyle transportation truck. And Boyle does a lot of pharmaceutical company transportation and shipping. The workers here have been gathered for quite some time. The truck started arriving about 4:30 this morning. FedEx was the first to arrive, followed by UPS and then Boyle. And it took a couple hours for the trucks to get loaded, and it appears as if the FedEx truck is about ready to take off. If you're just joining us, again, it's Kristen Seamus from the Detroit Free Press reporting live outside the Pfizer manufacturing plant in Portage, Michigan. This is a historic moment for our nation. These are the first doses, the first batch of coronavirus vaccines that could be delivered in the United States. The hope is that these vaccines will be the beginning of the end of a pandemic that has killed 300,000 Americans and has sickened at least 16 million. If you take a look over here, you'll see a bunch of people gathering. We've got media, we've got some local residents. And they're all gathering to see this historic moment. Of this initial batch of vaccines, this first round that Pfizer is sending out, Michigan will get about 84,000 doses. Those 84,000 doses will first go to healthcare workers and to first responders. Nursing home residents will get them too, and people who live in long-term care facilities, as well as people who work in those facilities. We're going to stop and see if we can talk to somebody here from the community who's gathered outside the facility to take a look and watch and see what's happening. Hello there. Hi, I'm Kristen Seamus from the Detroit Free Press. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Great. I'm covering this today, and I wondered if you'd tell us a little bit about who you are and what brought you out here.
Well, I came with my friend Diane. Her dad was a scientist here. When, Diane? When was your dad here?
My dad was a research scientist downtown.
Come on over, Diane. Will you talk to us too?
Certainly.
Wonderful. So, Diane, what's your name?
I'm Diane Carlos,
Okay.
and my dad was Dr. Jim Weeks, and he would be very proud today just knowing that he was affiliated with this company, even though it was the original Uptown company. And my daughter's a nurse out in New Jersey, and she'll be one of the first ones vaccinated because she works in a clinic for the Drew University. So this is worth coming out for, I think.
Absolutely. Can you tell us where you live?
I live just down the street, and Pat also does. We worked together at Haverhill Elementary School for many, many years.
That's wonderful.
And a lot of our parents worked here. We were here when they changed from pharmacy to this, and a lot of them lost their jobs and moved on. And we've seen a lot of this company, through different variations of it, you know.
This is a very exciting time then for the community too, not just for,
Very exciting.
yeah.
Because a lot of the community works here. Yes. And I have a grandson working in the new building with the electrical part of it.
Oh, wow.
It hasn't even opened yet. But he's still working on that part of it.
That's
It is
pretty neat.
exciting.
So will you get the vaccine when it comes out?
Yes, definitely.
What makes you confident in it?
Well, I believe in vaccinations, and I'm sure it's extremely well researched. We've been reading all about it, and
Better to take the vaccine and take your chances to stay in the house for the next 6 months and get your chances of going out.
you know, we've stayed safe all this time, and we intend to.
That's fantastic. Have you known people who've had COVID-19, and how has the pandemic affected your lives?
My daughter had it. She was never tested. She didn't believe that from the beginning when they had it. She was very sick with it, very sick with it.
Wow,
She's recuperated now and doing fine.
that's great.
That's the only one in our family that we know that had had it.
Yeah.
So,
How about for you?
Well, I've had acquaintances and people that I have known that have become ill, but we've managed to stay to ourselves. I've had to cancel trips to see my grandkids. All 7 of my grandchildren live out east, so I had to cancel Thanksgiving. Not going for Hanukkah, not going for Christmas.
It's hard.
It is, but
my son works for one of the local food stations, not here, but in County Township. And only 2 of those people have had it out there as far as the offices. And they recovered very quickly from it.
Well, that's really
They
good.
haven't been out long at all.
Wow.
Which is very good for all the people that they deal with and come in contact with.
Absolutely. Well, thanks, ladies, for talking to me. I appreciate it.
you.
And if you're just joining us, this is the Detroit Free Press. I'm Kristen Seamus reporting live at the Kalamazoo, well, I guess it's the Portage, manufacturing facility for Pfizer, where the COVID-19 vaccine was manufactured and packaged and is now about to be distributed. You can see here a FedEx truck has pulled out of the loading dock area. Everybody's anxiously awaiting for it to start moving and leave here. There are 2 more trucks that are parked in the bay. One of them is a UPS truck and the other is a Boyle transportation truck. Oh, we've got the UPS truck is starting to move as well. Here it goes. This is a historic moment for Michigan and for the nation as the very first doses of this COVID-19 vaccine begin to move. Oh, the driver pulled out, and then it looks like he's getting out of the cab. But here comes the Boyle transportation truck as well, a little bit. Oh. There's some excitement. Somebody's got a drone up here and everybody's kind of pointing to that, looking at the drone in the sky. There it is. Here we are outside the Portage, Michigan Pfizer manufacturing plant where the COVID-19 vaccine was produced. Now this Pfizer plant here in Michigan handled the most volume of the 6.4 million doses that are going out today across the United States. It's its largest manufacturing plant in the U.S. The company said it hired an additional 400 workers to help in the production of this COVID-19 vaccine. The company told me yesterday that it has about 3,000 total workers here at this facility, and that 600 of them were dedicated to the COVID-19 vaccine project. Now, these vaccines are really challenging in terms of shipping and delivery because they have to be stored at ultra cold temperatures of minus 94 degrees Fahrenheit. That's colder than what a normal freezer can handle. So a lot of health departments and hospital systems around the U.S. had to buy deep freezers, these special freezers that can store these COVID-19 vaccines. Pfizer also came up with an interesting packaging solution to these. They created something they're calling thermal shippers. These are insulated boxes that can hold the doses of the vaccine and then also hold dry ice. And those dry ice thermal shippers can keep the temperature cold enough at that minus 94 degrees to ship them. And it can keep those boxes that cold for several days, for 15 days. And as long as the dry ice gets replaced every 5 days after that, the company says it can keep those vaccines cold enough within those thermal boxes for up to 30 days. So that gives health departments and hospital systems and the folks who are working to administer these vaccines a little bit of time to get them ready, to put them into the arms of the American people. You can see here some of the workers in their bright yellow vests. They're all sort of standing around watching and waiting. Some of them are taking pictures and getting ready for this historic time. The cars that are driving by, some of them are honking and waving at the trucks and at the workers. If you're just joining us again, it's Kristen Seamus. I'm a reporter at the Detroit Free Press, and I'm here live in Portage, Michigan, outside the Pfizer facility near Kalamazoo, which is the same manufacturing plant where COVID-19 vaccines were produced and packaged and are about ready to be shipped out. We've been here this morning since about 4 o'clock. We saw the first FedEx truck arrive about 4:30 in the morning. That was followed by a UPS truck. And then soon after that, the Boyle transportation trucks arrived. We're going to take a walk here down the sidewalk and see if we can see some other local people who might want to tell us about what brought them out here today. And here we go. We've got quite a crowd gathered. Lots of media, but also some ordinary people. Hello there. I work for the Detroit Free Press. Would you be willing to talk to me a little bit about what brought you out here today?
I'm a professor at UEF in communications. I was more setting up what the
Okay, well that's cool. Fantastic. So what do you think about all of this?
Oh, it's amazing. I'm glad I was happening today.
Yeah. Will you take the vaccine once it comes out?
Of course.
Wow.
So,
Yeah. Well, thank you.
okay.
We're going to keep on walking here and see who else we can find. You can see lots of press and lots of media out here. Hi, how are you? Great. I'm Kristen Seamus from the Free Press. Reporting here outside the Pfizer plant, waiting for these trucks to roll. You can see some of the workers all lined up, also waiting. You get a better look a little bit from this angle at the trucks. So this is the loading dock here. It looks like it's dock L. And this is where, oh, the UPS truck is starting to move again. Very slowly. And what you're seeing here today is the moment when the very first trucks loaded with COVID-19 vaccines start moving out of the Pfizer manufacturing plant near Kalamazoo, Michigan, and start heading toward hospitals and health departments across the United States. Here goes the UPS truck pulling out of the bay. So what you're seeing is the very first trucks loaded with COVID-19 vaccines pulling out of the Pfizer manufacturing plant here in Michigan. There goes the UPS truck. It looks like it's lining up with the FedEx truck. And it's parking too. Oh, we've got somebody over here. Oh, there's a woman carrying a flag with a Trump sign that says, "Trump is my president." She's got a... Hi there, what's your name? Can you tell us why you're here today?
I'm here today because this is because of President Trump.
The virus?
The Obama administration brought this virus.
How did the Obama administration bring a virus that didn't start till 2019?
Biden equals China.
Huh.
Huh. That's why they're actually requesting. Huh. Thank you, President.
What did the president have to do with it?
We got this vaccine out very quickly. We can save the American people now. Thank you, President.
Is this the Trump virus?
This is the China virus. Because Biden equals China.
And how was this Obama's fault?
Biden was vice president. The Obama administration, or the Obama administration.
All right. We're going to keep on looking over here. The trucks still haven't moved any farther. We're outside the Pfizer facility in near Kalamazoo, Michigan, where the first COVID-19 vaccines are expected to roll out. We're going to talk here to this person who's watching. Hello. Would you be willing to talk to me a little bit? I'm from the Detroit Free Press.
Sure.
Can you tell me why you're here today?
Because it's such a momentous day for our country and for the world. And great appreciation to the Pfizer company for all they're doing to help America and the world.
All right. Where are you from?
Volunteer.
Yes.
Very proud to be a part of this community. And the company has done so much for everybody here too, in many ways, socially and with the arts and health and everything else. They also have a huge veterinary section too. So something's going to happen.
Okay, yes, we're going to take a look. Thank you. Oh, we've got a car with lights. They're starting to roll. Here we go. What you're seeing right now is the very first COVID-19 vaccines pulling out from the Kalamazoo area, the Portage, Michigan Pfizer plant. Here goes the UPS truck. An unmarked police car is leading the way. So if you're just joining us, it's Kristen Seamus from the Detroit Free Press. We're outside the Pfizer manufacturing plant here in Portage, Michigan, where the very first doses of the COVID-19 vaccine are starting to roll out.
Back up a little bit. Thank you.
You can see the UPS truck. It's going out first. Looks like a Ford police vehicle leading the way. Here they go. People are clapping and cheering. There goes the very first shipment. And here comes the next. It's a Boyle transportation truck. There it goes. And lastly, the FedEx truck. Here it goes. The FedEx driver is waving to the crowd as the truck pulls out. It's leaving the Pfizer manufacturing plant here in Kalamazoo, headed to the arms of American people. The convoy is being led by one unmarked car and trailed by another unmarked car. Here it goes, slowly rolling out of the Pfizer facility. Thanks for joining us in this very historic moment.